Shocking new footage of Benny and Therasa Magnus has gone viral, and the internet is spiraling. This dropped right after a clip of Selena resurfaced, where she tearfully talked about finally falling in love and letting her guard down.
I wanted him to also know how committed I was, and deep down I just felt that. And I was tired of protecting myself. We had spent enough time together where, I felt like this was my person, and I had the courage enough to say it.
But now, with this bombshell, fans are asking, was Benny playing both sides all along? The whole drama started when a TikTok video went mega viral showing Benny Blanco and Theresa Marie having dinner together at this LA restaurant. The TikTok, posted by content creator Harry Daniels back in March, shows him singing Same Old Love, iconic Selena bop, to Benny, while Theresa is right there with them. At first, nobody really clocked it as sus, but that was about to change in a major way. For those of you living under a rock who might need a quick refresh on who these main characters are, Benny Blanco is the music producer who popped the question to Selena Gomez back in December 2024. And Theresa Marie Mingus? She's Selena's longtime bestie and former assistant, not Therasa Magnus like some of y'all are spelling it wrong in the comments. The real tea started spilling in late April 2025, when eagle-eyed fans noticed that Selena had suddenly hit the unfollow button on Theresa on Instagram. And we all know what that means in celeb world. It's the digital equivalent of, I'm not okay with something you did. The internet immediately went into detective mode, trying to figure out what went down between these two.
I think some of the things that I don't even need to be aware of are just vile and disgusting.
That clip might be from an older Hailey Bieber situation, but it shows how Sel typically handles internet drama and her zero-tolerance policy on bullying, which is super relevant to how she's navigating this current mess. The plot thickened when a post went absolutely nuclear on X. Sorry, I still can't call it anything but Twitter. The account Selena Gomez Charts dropped a bombshell claiming Benny had subscribed to Theresa's OnlyFans account. The post went completely off, racking up more than 9 million views, 54K likes, and 4.6K reshares. The timeline was in shambles. But wait, it gets even juicier. The viral post also claimed that Theresa has been allegedly making frequent visits to Benny's house when Selena is out of town. If true, this would be giving major homewrecker vibes. But we should note that nobody's dropped receipts like photos or anything to back these claims up. What's giving everyone whiplash is that both Benny and Theresa still follow each other, and Theresa still follows Selena. This one-sided unfollow has everyone in a chokehold trying to decode what it could mean. Let's deep dive on who Theresa Marie Mingus actually is. She's not just some random NPC in Selena's orbit. She was Selena's assistant for years and has been in her inner circle. The two used to serve friendship goals, with Selena posting all kinds of appreciation posts for Theresa in previous years. Their friendship seemed totally unproblematic until this recent tea started brewing. Now let's talk about the OnlyFans situation, which is low-key the most controversial part of this whole saga. For anyone who's been living offline for the past few years, OnlyFans is that subscription platform where creators can get their bag from subscribers. While it hosts all types of content creators, we all know it's mainly famous for spicy content. Theresa Marie does have an OnlyFans account, which makes this whole situation even more sus. The allegation that Benny subscribed to Theresa's OnlyFans is what really sent Stan Twitter into a full meltdown. If true, many fans are saying this is giving major red flag energy for someone who's engaged, especially when it's your fiancé's bestie's account. However, some fans are pushing back on this narrative, saying the account that posted might be a parody account dropping fake news. They're claiming there's zero proof Benny ever subscribed to Theresa's OnlyFans, and that everyone's just running with a baseless rumor. The internet is completely split on this, with stan wars breaking out across Lipstick Alley, Reddit threads, and ONTD. Some stans are fully convinced there's something shady happening, while others think it's just toxic internet culture manufacturing drama out of nothing. An interesting plot twist is that Theresa apparently liked a post about Selena and Benny's album, which some fans are taking as evidence that there's no bad blood. The logic being that if Theresa was actually sneaking around with Benny, she probably wouldn't be publicly supporting his work with Selena. Despite the lack of hard evidence, the situation reached critical mass when the TikTok of Benny and Theresa dining together resurfaced right after Selena's unfollow. The timing created the perfect storm for the internet to go absolutely feral with theories. Adding more fuel to the dumpster fire, an Instagram post from a hotel employee claimed to have tea about this alleged dinner date, but like most of the claims in this saga, this remains in trust me bro territory with no verification. Let's not forget the bigger picture here. Selena and Benny have been serving couple goals since 2023 and got engaged in December 2024. Before this drama, they seemed to be thriving both personally and professionally. They even dropped their collab album, I Said I Love You First, earlier this year.
I definitely have never been the first
So this is the first time in your life you were the first?
Yes.
Wow.
I wanted him to also know how committed I was, and deep down I just felt that. And I was tired of protecting myself. We had spent enough time together where, I felt like this was my person, and I had the courage enough to say it, but I was very nervous, and luckily he said it back.
Did you say it back the first time?
In that clip from their joint interview, you can literally see how Selena gushes about her relationship with Benny, revealing how she was the first to drop the L-bomb, something she says she'd never done before. That kind of vulnerability shows just how much this relationship means to her. As for Benny's dating history pre-Selena, his only confirmed relationship was with model Elsie Hewitt from 2019 to 2020, and there were no cheating allegations during that time. This matters because if he had a history of being unfaithful, it might make the current rumors seem more plausible. Meanwhile, Selena has allegedly experienced cheating in past relationships, most notably with Justin Bieber, who she claimed cheated multiple times during their on-again, off-again situationship. There were also rumors that The Weeknd cheated on her with his ex Bella Hadid. Given these past experiences, you can imagine how sensitive this topic might be for her. So, what happened next after the internet basically imploded with these allegations? On May 2nd, 2025, just days after these cheating rumors were trending harder than any TikTok dance, Selena did the most iconic subtle clapback by posting an adorable picture on her Instagram stories, showing Benny playing with their dog and his nephew. No direct statement, no paragraph-long notes app screenshot, just a wholesome pic that basically said, "We're still good," without saying a word. And that, bestie, is how you handle rumors when you're an A-lister. This isn't Selena's first rodeo with this kind of drama. Back in October 2024, when people were spreading rumors about her relationship because she was spotted dancing with her co-star Edgar Ramirez at a concert, she shut everything down by posting a video of Benny and Edgar dancing together. Checkmate, haters. What's giving high emotional intelligence is the timing of Selena's response. Instead of immediately hopping online when the allegations first dropped, she waited a few days before subtly addressing it. That's some queen behavior, letting the initial chaos die down before responding on her own terms. But let's cut to the chase. Is there any truth to the rumors that Benny was being sus with Theresa Marie? Let's look at what we actually know versus what's just internet noise. First, the TikTok showing Benny and Theresa having dinner together is legit. But let's be real. People have dinner with friends and acquaintances all the time. Just because they were spotted at a restaurant together doesn't automatically mean anything inappropriate was happening. Given that Theresa was Selena's friend and assistant for years, it makes sense that she'd know Benny. Second, the claim about Benny subscribing to Theresa's OnlyFans comes from an unverified viral X post. No receipts have been provided to back this up. Some users have pointed out that the source might be a parody account, which definitely raises questions about whether this allegation holds any water. Third, the gossip about Theresa regularly visiting Benny's house when Selena is away also has zero photographic evidence. Without proof, this is giving major "trust me bro" energy rather than confirmed tea. What we do know for sure is that Selena unfollowed Theresa on Instagram around April 29th, 2025. This suggests something went down between them, but exactly what remains a mystery. Selena hasn't dropped any public statement explaining the unfollow, leaving fans to theorize. The plot twist that has everyone confused is that both Benny and Theresa still follow each other, and Theresa continues to follow Selena. If there was serious beef involving cheating, you'd expect more mutual unfollows across the board. Some fans have come up with alternative theories for the unfollow drama. One theory floating around is that the meetup between Benny and Theresa could have been about wedding planning, and maybe there was a disagreement about that rather than any romantic shenanigans. Another important fact to clock is that neither Selena, Benny, nor Theresa has released any official statement about these allegations. The silence from all parties makes it hard to know what's really the truth. Instead of dropping a notes app essay addressing the drama, Selena let her actions speak louder by sharing that cute pic with Benny. This tracks with her usual approach to handling rumors, showing her relationship is solid through positive content rather than directly engaging with the negativity.
And it's very rare to find people who love themselves and can love others as well. And I wanted my entire team at Rare to have that same message. So, we take care of each other as a family, and we just try our hardest to break down those standards. We just We love making the product.
In that clip from a recent interview, Selena talks about authenticity and self-love, which seems to be the vibe she's channeling while navigating this latest internet dumpster fire. For context, Selena and Benny's relationship timeline is giving fairy tale vibes. They started dating in 2023, went public in December that year, and got engaged on December 11th, 2024. Throughout their relationship, they've been super open about their feelings for each other.
I respect Benny. Because he's done nothing but respect me. I, again, trust him. I can tell him anything, even if it's about something that's uncomfortable and maybe you should just talk to your girlfriends. Like, he is that. And that helps calm me down to say, okay, so I'm going through these things because of maybe what I had before or whatever it is.
In this clip from their interview together, Selena talks about how much she trusts Benny and how he's become her safe space for discussing even the most awkward topics, not exactly giving the vibe of someone concerned about infidelity. Recently, Selena and Benny appeared on the Table Manners podcast with Jesse and Lenny Ware to promote their joint album. With Benny sharing all kinds of cute stories about their early dating era, they also dropped a deluxe version of their album on May 3rd, 2025, right after the cheating rumors were at their peak. The fact that they're still collaborating professionally and appearing together publicly suggests their relationship is still rock solid, despite all the noise. Selena has been super transparent about her past heartbreaks and how they've shaped her approach to relationships. She's talked about being in her feels and feeling lonely for about 5 years after her split with Justin Bieber and being cautious about opening her heart again. The fact that she took this major step with Benny implies she truly trusts him, which makes these cheating allegations extra serious if they were true.
I think what I've created with the Impact Fund is a community. So I'll say this. I'll say if you are wanting to find out more on the benefits that we, or community that we have built together in Rare, that they could be a part of that. We do these Rare chats where we talk to everybody and we go through, even our team, we give meditation hours for my team members, and it's all about just collaborating and making a safe space for people.
Here, Selena discusses creating safe spaces and building community, values that probably extend to her personal relationships, and might explain her measured response to all this drama. This whole situation started quietly in March 2025, when a seemingly innocent TikTok showing Benny and Theresa having dinner was filmed. At the time, it didn't stir up much attention and flew under the radar. Things began to shift on April 29th, 2025, when sharp-eyed fans noticed that Selena had unfollowed Theresa on social media. That same day, a viral X, formerly Twitter, post emerged, claiming Benny had subscribed to Theresa's OnlyFans, setting the internet on fire. In early May, the original TikTok resurfaced and took on new meaning in the context of the drama, causing widespread speculation and heated discussions online. Then, on May 2nd, Selena posted a sweet picture of Benny on her stories, a move many saw as her way of subtly addressing and dismissing the rumors. Just a day later, on May 3rd, Selena and Benny released the deluxe version of their album, reminding everyone where their focus really was, and perhaps reclaiming the narrative on their own terms. This timeline shows that instead of the drama causing problems between Selena and Benny, they've continued working together and showing up as a united front, suggesting the rumors haven't had much impact on their actual relationship. The reaction from fans has been totally mixed. Some are fully convinced the cheating allegations are real and are worried for Selena, while others are dismissing the whole thing as baseless stan Twitter drama. What makes this story so juicy is how it taps into universal themes of trust, betrayal, and friendship. The idea of a friend potentially getting involved with your partner is such a major violation, which explains why people are so invested in this drama despite the lack of concrete proof. The controversy has also been compared to other iconic celebrity relationship dramas, with discussions highlighting just how devastating this kind of betrayal would be, especially for someone like Selena, who's had such a public history of relationship struggles. Their relationship has been characterized by mutual support and creative collaboration. They recorded their album together at home, creating an intimate space to share their feelings and experiences. This level of artistic partnership shows a bond that goes beyond just dating. They're literally creating their legacy together. Selena and Benny have been totally candid about how their relationship evolved from friendship to something deeper. In interviews, they've shared how they started out with zero romantic vibes before catching feels. This foundation of friendship could explain why Selena seems so unfazed by the rumors. She knows what they have is the real deal.
I feel like it all happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe me doing that is what disarmed her enough to we talked about this before. Like, if we would have met each other when we were younger, it would have never worked. It's like we've both grown as individuals and met at the perfect time. And I believe life is like that. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. And sometimes it's not the right reasons. And we're like, why is this happening? But I always believe that I don't know. I believe in fate. I believe in all that. And I believe, if you're good to people karmically, it's going to come back to you 10 times over.
In this clip, Benny gets deep about timing and how both he and Selena needed to level up individually before they could build something meaningful together. It's also worth noting how they've handled their relationship in the public eye. They initially kept their situationship on the DL before hard launching. This thoughtful approach suggests they value the real thing over performative social media moments, which tracks with how they're handling the current drama. What's giving everyone in their feels about this relationship is the level of trust they've built. In interviews, Selena has opened up about how Benny helped her learn to trust again after her previous heartbreaks. This makes the cheating allegations hit different, as they're attacking the very foundation of what Selena has described as her healing relationship.
What I felt for Benny, it was everything about him was honest. He'll tell me anything that he's feeling, and it made me feel like I could do the same.
This clip hits different knowing the current situation. Selena directly speaks to the honesty and transparency that she values in her relationship with Benny, which is the exact opposite of the shady behavior the rumors suggest. Let's talk about how this fits into the bigger convo around female celebs being under constant scrutiny. Selena has been through the ringer with public relationship drama, from her Yelena era to her brief moment with The Weeknd. This non-stop attention can create major pressure even on the healthiest relationships. Selena has repeatedly called out the toxic side of social media and how it can create a completely warped version of reality. This perspective likely influences how she handles online drama by focusing on her actual lived experience rather than what Twitter thinks is happening. The tea about the friendship breakup is also worth unpacking. The sudden end to Selena and Theresa's friendship, marked by that Instagram unfollow, has everyone speculating about what went down. While the cheating narrative has dominated the discourse, there could be totally different explanations for this friendship falling apart. Some fans theorize that the Benny-Theresa meetup might have been about wedding planning, given Theresa's long history with Selena. Maybe there was drama about wedding details rather than any sus romantic vibes. Friendships can also drift apart for a million different reasons, without any dramatic betrayal storyline. What's tea is Selena's response strategy. Instead of calling Benny out or posting cryptic quotes on her stories, she shared that cute coupley pic that basically said, "We're good." This suggests she either doesn't believe the allegations or she's working through whatever happened privately with Benny. Either way, she's not letting social media dictate her relationship. Looking at their future plans, Selena and Benny have openly talked about wanting kids, showing they're thinking long-term despite the current drama. They've also kept their creative partnership going, suggesting their personal and professional lives remain totally intertwined.
I don't know what will happen, obviously, but I love children. I have an 11-year-old sister that I absolutely adore, and I'm still doing wizards this far along because I love children. I love making them laugh. They're just so sweet. So absolutely, when that day comes, I'm so excited.
In this clip, Selena gets all excited about the prospect of having kids someday, showing she's focused on building a future with Benny despite whatever drama is happening right now. The psychology behind why this story went so viral is fascinating. The narrative of a bestie betrayal, a friend getting with your man, taps into some of our deepest fears and social taboos, which explains why this tea has everyone in a chokehold despite the lack of receipts. Social media has been the ultimate amplifier for these rumors, with that original post racking up millions of views and thousands of reshares. This shows the frightening speed at which unverified claims can spread online, potentially causing real damage to the people caught in the crossfire. As of May 4th, 2025, Selena and Benny seem to be going strong, with no signs of a breakup or confirmation of any cheating. They're still collaborating professionally and appearing together in public, suggesting these rumors are just noise rather than relationship-ending drama. So what's the conclusion of this whole saga? While the TikTok of Benny and Theresa is definitely definitely real, and Selena did hit that unfollow button on Theresa. The leap to cheating allegations remains purely speculative. Without hard evidence or statements from the involved parties, it's impossible to know with any certainty what actually went down behind the scenes. What we can see is Selena's unbothered queen response, posting that cute Benny pic rather than engaging with the rumors, which suggests she's keeping her focus on her relationship rather than what social media thinks. This tracks with how she's handled relationship drama in the past and her well-known views on social media toxicity.
When Benny looks at me, I don't think he sees anything but who I am. Oh, that's so cheesy to say, but when you do know, it feels right.
This clip hits different now. It captures Selena's perspective on what makes her relationship with Benny special, highlighting the authenticity and understanding they share. For the Selenators worried about their queen's well-being, remember that Selena has consistently shown how resilient and self-aware she is throughout her career. She's navigated public scrutiny, health battles, and relationship drama with major grace, and continues to slay both personally and professionally, despite whatever challenges come her way. At the end of the day, only Selena, Benny, and Theresa know the full tea about what actually happened. What we see on social media and in gossip blogs is inevitably just a fraction of the story, filtered through layers of speculation and stan theories. This whole situation is a reminder of the massive gap between social media perception and IRL reality in celebrity relationships. While the viral footage and Instagram activity give us glimpses into these people's lives, they don't tell the complete story. As viewers and fans, we should approach these narratives with critical thinking and empathy, remembering there are actual humans behind the trending hashtags. Whether or not there's any truth to the cheating allegations, Selena's response shows the wisdom she's gained through years in the spotlight, acknowledging the reality of social media drama while refusing to let it define her relationships. As she continues navigating her career and personal life with millions watching, this balanced perspective will serve her well, no matter how this particular chapter plays out. What's your take on this whole situation? Are you team where there's smoke, there's fire? Or do you think this is just another case of the internet making mountains out of molehills? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.